Hello my Pisces friends, this is Guiding Halo and this is going to be a snapshot for you for the rest of August. Oh, I almost put all my cards backwards. Oh, I think you guys might be about ready to do something and stop yourself in the midst of it going, oh crap, what was I thinking? I totally might regret that. That might be an absolute big mistake. Wait 1 second. Let me rethink. Let me reprocess. Let me regroup and come at this a different way. How is Pisces supposed to come at this situation that they're going into? Thank you, by the way, for like, sharing, and subscribing. I appreciate your support. For those who have not, I would love for you too. Wow, okay, too many cards there, peoples. All right, let's put this back. We got the Lovers that came out. Intimate relationship, carefully weigh your decisions, good health. So you guys are in the middle of making decisions, trying to find balance between what your head wants, what your heart wants, fears that you have within you, truths that you know that you may be uncomfortable with. And we have justice. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. So you guys know where you're at. You guys know where you're headed. You guys know what you're doing. And I think someone may be requiring of you to step outside of yourselves and to do something they want you to do. But like I said, you guys know where you're at. You guys know what you're doing. You guys know how you're doing. And I think there's been a temporary brief pause in a situationship for you guys. And yeah, it's definitely about the Lovers. Let's see what we got going on for my Pisces friends. Pisces friends, if this resonates with you guys at all, go ahead and leave a message down below. I do get back to everybody. So things are looking up, moving away from rough waters to calm waters in the love department, it seems. Passionate messages coming in, which somehow makes you or you're undecided about whether to move towards somebody or away from them entirely. I think you're having issues moving away from them because I think you guys are so intuitive. I think you might actually have a psychic connection with this person. And whether you're together or not, I think there are psychic messages flying back and forth between the two of you. And I think they're mixed messages, which is causing further confusion. Oh yeah. Passionate messages back and forth, which cause more confusion. This is a self-imposed prison, though. You can set yourself free, and you know you can. Perhaps you can set yourself free by communicating out in the 3D or 4D, 5D, whatever D we're in these days. I have to ask someone who knows about that. Anyways, and it's something you can set yourself free on, but will you choose to do so? I don't know. I think you've been pretty saddened by a circumstance or situation. Perhaps you were hoping to have communication, and you have not, which puts you in a war in yourself about, yeah, and it causes devil energy working on your shadow side. It's about our codependency. It's about regrets. If you live a life full of regrets, my Pisces friends, and you have regrets, I would challenge you to change your perspective on that. Because everything that's happened to you in your life has brought beauty your way, regardless of whether it was hard to go through or not. And that, my friends, is how you work together in tandem with the divine. It's about learning and growing, becoming the best version of yourself you can be. So what's this decision where the Lovers is concerned? You want to celebrate. Look at that. We got the Three of Cups and the Three of Cups here. I think somebody you think is your soulmate, or you've come into realization of such, but you may want to walk away from rough times to calmer waters, but you're not seeing what can actually be created here if you be a team player and work with somebody on this scenario. Taking a temporary pause until the Wheel of Fortune spins, hey? Till you gain more clarity. What are you waiting for, my Pisces friends? What are you waiting for? What is it you're waiting to see? What's the deal? The Lovers again. You're waiting to see, oh, you're just very leery. I think you've been mistreated badly previously in relationships, and perhaps you're afraid of commitment. Oh, are you guys with somebody who wants commitment and you're fighting that because of past issues? Or you could be even dealing with a past situation still in the courts, or want to, and you feel like you can't get into a relationship until you've dealt with that said scenario. The divine's stepping in to change your trajectory here somewhere, in some way, shape, or form. Yep, they are. I think you've been single for a while. You're very, very cautionary about getting involved. You've been focusing on your work and on your money. Buckling down, getting the work done. I think you're thinking about buckling down, getting the work done in love too. But right now it's something you're just more than happy to sit up in your head about. Waiting for your ships to come in. Well, what do your ships consist of? Possibly they consist of this love. And I think your heart knows it, but perhaps your head is denying your heart, perhaps. And the Wheel of Fortune spins. And where does the Wheel of Fortune go? It leaves from you focusing on your money and buckling down, getting the work done. When the Wheel of Fortune spins in your favor, where's it going to spin to? What's it going to spin to? Justice. We have Justice card here as well. So you're going to have justice in a situationship, and a decision needs to be made. So the Lovers is all about a decision. We got that card 2 times, so you guys are, and the Two of Swords is all about a decision. Holding on to past issues, past situations. We got the Justice card here. What's this about? Fair and just decisions. Are you guys going to walk away, or are you going to stay in this torturous energy? Whoever this reading is for. My Pisces friends, we have concerned about lies, cheating, trying to get out of the situation while the getting's good, or getting out of it what you can. Trying to prevent an all-out battle or war by winning the battle, but you're very conflicted about how to have that happen, about what's the best trajectory to take for everybody. Are you guys thinking about getting back together with a karmic partner to avoid a court scenario, or to avoid having to pay so much money in child support? I think you're concerned about getting involved with somebody else because of the past, that's for sure, because of a past relationship. And if this is still in court, I could see why you would be. Perhaps you don't want to drag your other person you're putting on the back burner here, it seems, through all of this, but it might be their karmic justice that they go through it with you. Perhaps that's what their plot or lot is in this life. Maybe that's what they signed up for before they came here. We got 7s here, so you're involved right now, and what you're involved in is a very spiritual union. Going inward, this is the card of Pisces, intuitive, keeper of secrets, huh? King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's you guys showing up again. So I would say you guys are definitely tapping into your intuition about this, but yet in some way, shape, or form, you're not allowing the clarity to come through. But it's going to, because justice is arriving, my friends. And then we have that spiritual card, a spiritual union. Look at this. Look at this. Is so rare in my readings. Like, holy cow. My Pisces friends, it's not just that you two are lovers. It's not just that there's justice to be brought here. We have somebody who is at the stance and intuition level of the priest, and at the stance and intuition level of the high priestess. Together, these 2 cards make the card number 7. It is so rare for these to come out, but I'm telling you, the divine is stepping in and bringing beautiful spiritual unions together. So whoever this is for, you have a union that you're fighting, getting into, or fighting in court, a past situation, and you want it to end. I wonder if you're conflicted about just dropping it because you've been holding on so tight. You're conflicted about whether you should just get out while the getting's good. You're confused. There's so many options to take. You're not going to move. You're not going to make a move until you have 100% clarity. Yeah, there's going to be challenging information coming towards you guys about money, about finances, about it ending perhaps, but this is about money to come. This is about the inflow of abundance, an offer that you may think is small, but could head you straight to your 10 of Cups or 10 of Pentacles. Why do you say 10 of Cups? So you must really think that this person here, this union here could have a lot of potential. We got the Empress. Perhaps there's an inflow of abundance through a motherly figure, or you're waiting for a motherly figure to hand over some funds. This could definitely be about inheritance. And it has something to do with a soulmate or children. One of your children could be a earth sign. Feeling left out in the cold from your children. Wanting to come and take a cup of love to you. If this is not about children, this could be with the soulmate that you're trying to deal with, and yeah, you definitely feel their counterpart match, that's for sure. And I think it's got you guys really freaked out. I think you feel like you need to wrap up whatever situationship you're still tied to in the past before you can step into this. But I think it actually is part of their divine soul mission that they chose to do before they came into this life, to help you through this. And the longer that you keep them away from it, the longer you're denying your divine soul mission as well. That's what I'm getting here. I don't know who this is for. It's a very specific message. That's for sure. It seems to me someone's in a whole lot of turmoil in their mind, but man, it seems to me someone knows that this union, this person that they see, is absolute perfection as a soulmate. If you've lost someone recently, I just want to let you know that they are not far from you. There is a thin veil between here and the hereafter. I bring a message to you from your deceased loved ones. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. So if you've lost somebody recently, perhaps this is a family member, or you've lost whom you feel is the love of your life, this soul connection with, perhaps this is about a inheritance in some way, shape, or form. We have, I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. So that money is coming to you, and it's part of your divine life, soul connection, contract, in order to have those funds come to you, and the divine is going to bring it to you in some way, shape, or form. We have the prison Waite, self-sabotaging poverty consciousness. So let's get also a message from Spirit here. Postcard from Spirit. See what's going on for you guys from Spirit. This one, I'm told. Dearest you, since you're on Earth, you understand how buildings are built. Yes, a good solid foundation, and yet flexibility too, in case of earthquakes. Truth be told, you can't offer something sustainable unless it is built from a solid base, whether it be an idea that takes form, one step at a time, or an actual house that needs a sturdy foundation, dug, poured, and built. We want to remind you of this because you might need a little encouragement to see this is true in your life at this time. Celebrate the fact that right now you can repair the cracks in the foundation of your life effortlessly, as well as do a general sight check to ensure your hard work is being well supported. Do this and know you are building your life on a perfect and solid foundation that will allow you to welcome the many miracles waiting to come to visit. We're so happy for you and so intrigued by what you're building. Well, this is beautiful. So you guys have a plan. You definitely have a plan. And I think perhaps all up in your head and all this fear could be about losing somebody while you put this plan into action, and will they actually be around? But we have the prison Waite, which is about self-sabotage and poverty consciousness. Perhaps you didn't feel like you could be with somebody until you ended up getting an inheritance from someone who passed because you didn't feel like you could support them, or they didn't feel like they could handle being with you until you were well off enough, perhaps. All right, prison waif 31. This keeps coming up, this card, constantly. So it must be a big message for y'all. When the prison waif arrives in this realm as your ally, he comes to remind you of the law of paradoxical intent. Your own self-sabotaging thoughts and hidden beliefs are in fact preventing you from your highest good. You might believe that you're doing all you can to manifest your reality, but perhaps you're giving in to thoughts such as the following: I can't do this, I'm unworthy, I'll fail, so why try? I don't deserve this, I'm unlovable. In fact, you're locked in a prison of your own making. Yep, that's that 8 of Swords that's under this card here. I think you feel locked in prison possibly until someone, I'm getting that someone passes away and leaves an inheritance. That's entirely possible. That's good news because it means you have the key to let yourself out. This is a sign that you need to spend some time with yourself addressing those beliefs that counter your hard work to get ahead. You can change them if you want to. You don't want to stay in prison, do you? Take inventory of your thoughts, let yourself out of jail, and spend a few minutes outdoors in gratitude. It's time to let the sunshine in. As a challenger, are you a prisoner of worry, distrust, cynicism, and fear? Do you constantly tell yourself that there's not going to be enough? Or do you only see lack and poverty wherever you look? Perhaps your expectations of negative results and repercussions serve to keep you imprisoned by your own thoughts. Do you feel that you're not allowed success in life? When the prison waif comes as your challenger, he warns you that you're now seeing in your life the results of those negative thoughts and expectations. If you don't like what you see, it's time to transform the way you see it. If you are happy with your life, change your thoughts. That alone, or if you aren't happy with your life, change your thoughts. That alone has the power to change your life. Difficulties are learning curves right now. Just remember that this prison won't hold you for long. Take the time to learn about mistakes. The lessons ensure later and greater success. I hope this resonates with somebody out there. If it does, please leave a message down below. There's a whole lot of contracts right here in the Lovers. Karmic contracts, soul contracts that are being dealt with, if not in a court system here on earth, are going to be dealt with the divine. Hands down, 100%. Yep, and it's all about teaching you guys about self-sabotage, my Pisces friends, and poverty consciousness, and understanding the abundance that you have already within you and around you and in the 3D. Blessings to you. Have a great rest of your month, and I'll be talking to you again shortly.